We are always forced to do something normal. We're going to be talking about that coming up. Hey, I'm glad you're here. My name is Isaac. This is Motivation Inspired. If you're checking this channel out for the very first time, I'm glad you're here. Now's the time to go ahead and subscribe down below. Next to it's a notification bell. You want to click on that so you can have up-to-date videos when I post all the time. Now, to join me here on Team Motivation Inspired, that's Increase. That's the business I'm working with right now. Underneath this is information that's going to help you understand that you can make money in 30 seconds. Okay, so I'll talk about that a little bit later offline. Now, in today's video, we're going to be diving in. We're going to be talking about we're being forced to do things new all the time. So I want you to pay attention. This is nothing new. Take a look at this video. Change is the new normal. Wow. What in the world is going on? You know, I had to deal with, I had to kind of check myself. I have to really understand what is the real, what's the all meaning about the new normal? And why do we have to go into the new normal? So in this video, we're going to be diving in and showing you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to give you 3 valid points, and then hopefully this will give you clarity of what is really going on here, okay? Now, there's a quote by Charles Einstein. Yeah, I had to check it out, believe me. Charles Einstein, okay? This guy says this: we are now accepting this new normal. Whether you like it or not, it's here. And that we are now being into this new normal, it may be a little bit awkward. Okay? It's a new kind of society. This is what he's saying. This is a new kind of society. We're now changing things, and things are now the way it is, right? So, here's the thing, and that brings me to my first point. We are being forced to do new, right? We're now being forced to do new. For entire centuries, we've been forced to do new. Always new, new, new. Don't you get tired of doing the new thing? Well, let's go back when television was around, right? It was in black and white. When television was black and white, a few years down the road, Technicolor. What is this Technicolor? So, as accepting this new normal, if you look at people back then, that was their new normal, right? The cell phone wasn't, it was not normal. It wasn't something that you would think that you could talk outside the house instead of having a phone call or a cord next to the line. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so here's the point. The point is the society we live in, like Charles Einstein said, we're now living in this thing where we're forced to this new thing. Whether we like it or not, we got to do it. And if not, we're behind the times, right? Guess what? We don't go back to it, right? You don't go back to 1969. You don't go back to when, there were Elvis was around. You just can't. You can't turn back time. Time is time, right? So you can't go back. My pastor says this exact quote, and I want to share this with you, right? Our past is not our prophecy. That's right. Our past is not our prophecy. So why do we look back all the time, right? The Sodom and Gomorrah story, that lady looked back. Why'd you look back for? That lady looked back. You can't go back. It's the new normal. How do we embrace the new normal? That's a great question. And that is going to be found in Isaiah chapter 43, verse 18 and 19. I'm going to read this off my screen. Stop dwelling on the past. Don't even remember these former things. Don't consider not remembering these things. Forget about it. That's what he's saying. I am doing something brand new. That's what God is saying in this verse in Isaiah. And he says, I'm doing something brand new. something unheard of. That's right. Nobody unheard or nobody heard this, right? Nobody heard about this at all until this came about. Even it sprouts and grows and matures. So once it starts maturing, you'll know it's going to grow and go from there. Don't you perceive it. Okay, so don't pursue it. Don't pursue it. Don't pursue it. I will make a way in the wilderness, right? And open up flowing streams in the desert. So on this particular segment of what he's saying, Isaiah, is that start living new things, start changing, start making, I always say, make changes for the better for your life and make a difference in your life. Believe it, it's going to help you, right? Now, let me give you another example. What's 2 plus 2? Now, a lot of you know what 2 plus 2, right? A lot of people know that, right? 2 plus 2 is the problem, right? It's the problem we have to solve. This is a problem we have to solve because many of you know that it equals to 4. So the answer is 4, right? You know the answer is 4. And that's what it is. When there's a problem, we can't solve this problem without providing the answer. So guess what? Jesus is the answer for our problems, right? Isaiah chapter 23 talks about Jeremiah's prayer. This is Jeremiah praying, okay? He says, I know, Lord, our lives are not our own. We are not able to plan on our own course. So whatever it takes course, God's in control in everything you do in your life. You just got to remember that Isaiah, when he prayed, it was not the new normal for him. I mean, things started changing every single time. So I have to ask the question to myself, is the new normal okay? Well, the answer is yes. The new normal is okay. You just need to embrace that. And hopefully this actually helps you out in the times that we are living right now. And that you can start seeing the changes in yourself and everything around you. So remember that the problem, if we focus that too much, we don't know how to solve the answer. Thanks for watching Motivation Inspired. Don't forget to share this video, like, tell people about Motivation Inspired. Also, if you want to join me here on my team, all the information underneath the description. We'll see you in the next video.